Hi, I'm Noah and you're watching HUFC TV. Go Boogers!
We're away. Casano trying to make a run. And the ball played away, and Ruben Way now on the ball. It goes across field. And Akaris looking for some options. Goes down the line and looking for Vasilevsky. He's shadowed by Milan Savic. Back to Kanakaris, who plays a low ball in, but easily cut out there by Colosimo. And Kanakaris allows it to run out for a throw into the Heidelberg side. So it's the second corner for Werribee in this half. So late on, a chance for Werribee to have an attack here on goal. As the ball swung in, that's played wide as Ruben Way unable to control it, and eventually another stray pass, dare I say it. That time by Jokic, given ball wins to Heidelberg as Colosimo shepherds the ball all the way back to keeper Saric. Saric wins the header to Jokic as Amini finds Casano. He's shadowed by pace but holds his ground, looking for the cross. Amini stabs at it and it was neither a shot, it was more an attempt to trap the ball, but it's spun away and out for a goal kick. So we're just about into stoppage time, and I can't imagine there'd be too much of that here in this first half. As the score is 0-0 between Werribee City and Heidelberg United. As the ball played long, Keniachu now, chance to attack, and off Colosimo. No, in fact it was off ATU. So the assistant referee there making a change with Vasilevsky being substituted in this 72nd minute of play with the player number 24, Andrew Kartanos, coming on. So Vasilevsky again getting through 3/4 of a game. Score of course 2 goals last week against Pasco Vale. As Savic wins the ball there against Kartanos. As Sapia wins the ball, plays it out wide to Cornelio. Cartilio down the line to Normovsky. Ruben Way swings it in. Keniachu up. Kanakaris, chance, and scores! Kartanos, the substitute, on just for less than 12 minutes, breaks the deadlock. Well, there was a bit of a scramble there in the box. Kanakaris, who I called out, lost sight of the ball. The Werribee defence failed to clear it properly, and Kartanos found himself in some space and said thank you very much as he slotted it home. Well, in fact, it's a throw-in to Keniachu. Looks to go in. Keniachu has a shot. And a combination of Savic and Saric trapped the ball as the ball's played short. Pace finds Kartanos, and referee blows the final whistle. That's Kartanos. Boots the ball in the air, and the goal scorer of the winning goal, Andrew Kartanos, boots the ball high in the air as Heidelberg run out winners here at Galvin Park. The final score, Werribee City 0, Heidelberg United 1. You're watching HUFC TV. team news, no change in the starting 11, and this is the third week in a row that the Burgers have had the same starting 11, so very settled side at the moment. Although on the bench will be a new signing that was signed in the transfer period, Mitchell Walsh, young boy from Port Melbourne, so he may get a run at some stage in the second half, you'd imagine.
Heidelberg away to the right of screen towards the Murray Road end of the Olympics Village, a ground steeped in storied history, built back before the 1956 Olympics, home to Heidelberg United Alexander now for nigh on 30 years. Heidelberg on a roll in the league this season as Colosimo turns it away for Werribee. Famous name there, Vince Colosimo. Simon Colosimo. Vince Colosimo is also a famous name. And an aimless ball down the sideline. Tracking back is Divanovsky. Turns, left foot, long, high. Good clearing header, good body work by Luke Biles. Intercepted by Savage for Werribee. An air ball, raffle. Back header to midfield for Heidelberg United. Govas turns it round the corner and again way too long for any potential offence. Back to the goalkeeper, Frano Saric. The first touch for him for Werribee City. 3rd against 12th today, John. Saric to launch it for Werribee City. Goes long, traverses the halfway line, only as far as Heidelberg. Again on the run is Govas. Govas spears the pass for, I think it's
Ruben Way.
Ruben Way. Good spot, great stop by the goalkeeper. And Ruben Way will earn the first corner of the game for Heidelberg United Alexander. We're about 6 minutes old here at the Village. The time clock was...
We're just a bit tardy starting.
It was a very bloody tardy start, J-Fot, to be honest with you. But we'll go with it. Heffernan up against 2. Weaves his way toward the corner flag. Maintains control. Well done. Back for Petrie. Petrie, a bouncer across the penalty area. Can't lay it off. And the spot, left foot, Govas from outside the penalty area. Budanovsky with the long pitch, I suspect, down the left-hand sideline, only as far as Kanakaris. Kanakaris' loose ball reaches Petrie. Petrie goes over the top to the runner, Kane Shepherd. Shepherd holds it up at the edge of the box, one way then the other. Well done, Shepherd. And well done the charge down by Simon Colosimo, his experience telling there. And that back-spinning 9-iron will earn Alexander a corner. So Govas expect an in-swinger toward the open, well not the open goal face, but the raw goal face. And he does toward the line. Well done by the goalkeeper. Almost stretched to palm it away. Heidelberg will come again. Edge of the 6-yard box. And the overhead kick to safety by Ragusa. It'll be a Heidelberg United throw. So it was yellow alert then for Werribee City. Thrown to be taken by Kanakaris. And it will be earmarked as a Heidelberg ball again. And Kanakaris again will get the chance to pitch it in from the sideline, that time about 2 yards well advanced. That was a great turn away from trouble. Verdanovsky just drilled it up the paddock. Only as far as McMaster and Heidelberg again will restart. Stephen Pace drags the ball back. Control. Right foot chip. Well done to Coleman. Coleman back to
Ruben Way.
Ruben Way. Vidanovsky, probably Werribee's most prominent player to this point with the long toss, not quite to halfway. Biles. We'll go back to Griff, big Griffo, out of his penalty area. Returns the favour to Biles, coming down the right-hand side. Looks for a teammate. That's that duel again. Well done.
There it is.
There it is.
Simple as that. We said that before.
Slick and simple and a terrific finish from Dan
Let's just
Heffernan.
go through that there. It was played from the back. 2 coming to Kanakaris. He cut inboard and the ball fell to Dan Heffernan. He had a yard of space and a cool finish. So after 22 minutes, it was as simple as that. Halfway through the first half, they've taken the lead, and Dan Heffernan, the man, he's on fire. That's his 7th of the season. And it was just simple football.
It was simple football, incisive, and it really sliced Werribee open. That's the third time in about the last 5 minutes. So they're starting to find some ascendancy in the game and some rhythm, and that's what we'd hoped for. So Daniel Heffernan goes on the score sheet again. That's his 7th of the 2015 campaign, and Alexander lead it by 1 in this round 15 PS4 NPL competition. And right now in the live ladder, Heidelberg are back on top of the competition. Exciting times for the home. It is indeed into stoppage time. Round 15 of the NPL, the PS4 NPL here at Olympic Village. It's Heidelberg hosting Werribee City. It is 1-0. Heidelberg United Alexander leading through Daniel Heffernan on 22 minutes. It has been an unspectacular game so far. Heidelberg have they've produced a couple of magic moments. Werribee City, they are so far off the pace at this point in time, Jay Fott. This second half, if Heidelberg United, I reckon it'll tell us a lot about Heidelberg United going into the rest of the season as they get a chance on the cusp of half-time. Kanakaris, well played then by Filipovic, and away by Colosimo. Colosimo trundles toward halfway, and he is brought unstuck from an untimely tackle or an awkward tackle. And it will be Werribee City ball. Colosimo's okay. It'll tell us a lot about Heidelberg United Alexander, because this is the sort of game, Jay Fott, that you see quite clearly that you've got an inferior opposition to this point. You've got your foot on their throat. Now is the point where you need to prove to yourselves and to the supporters that you've got what it takes to challenge the likes of South Melbourne, Melbourne Knights, Bentley Greens, etc. et al.
Yeah, you've really got to make a statement, I guess, as they have on several occasions this season. But you've got to keep backing it up. This is a sign of a good side, the one that can really put the foot down when they have to.
Well, Werribee City, who have not impressed going forward at all today, they are flatlining in the front third. Whether they can produce something on the cusp of half-time, probably not on that effort. They've just shown nothing, John.
Yeah, that was Ragusa there. He tried the shot, but it was neither a shot nor a pass.
This is, this is an easy take, not an easy take, but this should be a fairly significant takedown by Heidelberg United Alexander if they have any aspirations of being a top team this year. Kane Shepherd, gentle ball for Petrie in midfield, and they're just playing down the clock, passing it 4 times from right to left. Heidelberg United Alexander towards the Murray Road end. Pace for Cummings. Sorry, Joe Fotto.
That's okay.
Just talked across the top here because I like the sound of my voice better than yours. Kanakaris moves it inboard for Petrie. Petrie goes short. Going nowhere at the moment. Big loop out of trouble then by Kane Shepherd was brilliant, but he unsteadied himself and came a cropper in a fairly spectacular way. Werribee City with one last gasp before half-time, not based on that, turned away to safety by Lukey Biles, and it will be a Werribee City throw. There surely cannot be too much time added on from here.
A couple of minutes of extra time so far, Blakey, and I'm struggling to work out how that's come about, but nevertheless,
well, given your questionable skills at keeping time, Jay Fott, we may well be in another time zone and not realise it. That was well played by Ryan Filipovic. He's just belted that and got it jammed in the fence. So can Werribee City conjure their only, literally, even half chance of the game as we head into half-time? Filipovic, it's not Filipovic, rather it's Savic. I do apologise, Savic. They're just going nowhere. The Heidelberg defence have been swarming them. They've been... is it the Heidelberg defence been exceptional, or is it Werribee just
probably
flat?
A combination of both. Although the Heidelberg defence look settled, they look confident. McMaster looks very, very assured.
Whilst he hasn't been tested yet. Savic again with the throw from the VIP grandstand side. Surely, referee, that's enough for the first half. Saric again will belt the left footer in, body in the way by Jack Petrie, takes a cannon over the line, and finally the referee draws a curtain on this first half at the Olympic Village.
So at half time here at Olympic Village, Heidelberg United 1, Werribee City 0. You're watching HUFC TV. to round 15 action here on HUFC TV. The second half here of this game between Heidelberg United and Werribee City. We're just about set for kicking off as we hand you over to our co-commentator Greg Blake.
Thank you, John. The lights are on. The sunshine is now cancelled for the remainder of the game. It's getting very gloomy on what was a wet afternoon. It's fined up a little bit since then. Werribee City, however, the same cannot be said of them. They're down by 1-0 at half time. Here at the Village, round 15.
Will be forced to reset as McMaster plays a short ball, and Luke Bowles coming away now from the defensive line. Short again to Govas. Petrie, in fact, it was. Now pace out here on the near side. Gets around his man well. Up towards halfway. Goes inboard. Finds Coleman in some space now. Charging in on goal. Chance to shoot. Deflected. And away for a corner. So they worked that well as Stephen Pace came through. Found Coleman. And Coleman driving towards goal. Tried the shot that was deflected away for a corner kick.
I suspect want to build on that. Corner's a difficult one. Goalkeeper had to reach over a clutch of players to fist it clear to half field. Aguak does well to get around one, get around two, gets on his bicycle, spears it offside. The call was made early. McMaster made the save. Doesn't matter anyway. So again, Aguak showing certainly significantly more than he was in that first half. We're 13 minutes old in the second half. John Fodinos and yours truly, Greg Blake, on deck at the Olympic Village. Heidelberg United lead it by 1-0, 22 minutes. Dean Heffernan, the scorer. It is round 15, PS4 NPL, and Heidelberg are currently top dog in the competition on the live ladder and will remain so if they can hold this slender lead or build on it, as I suspect they should. There's a gulf of quality between the two sides. Heidelberg come again, left-hand side, Ruben Way. He's covered, dances on the edge to the edge of the box, goes, splits the gap. He'll go back for Petrie. Petrie spears it wide, coming too long for him, can't keep it in. Wasted opportunity from Heidelberg United. It'll be
6 minutes of regulation, but as we said, we'll be going long tonight. It'll probably be 4 or 5 minutes at least of stoppage time. As Jack Petrie finds Shepherd. Shepherd twisting and turning, now finds Ruben Way. He's got Katanos, and Katanos caught offside.
Gee whiz.
And that looked dubious, that decision. So, Werribee now. Action stations as Dumbalis heads it clear.
And just looking across the paddock, Boami, the boy that came on and got injured, he's still down. So Werribee is still down to 10 men on the paddock. And really, look again. I just reiterate on all measurements, you would expect Heidelberg United, Alexander, to be winning this with a leg in the air, so to speak. But they're still only up by 1-0. They've got a one-man advantage. The new man on, Katanos, square ball, and a great stop from the keeper by Shepherd. They'll get a second look at it. Kanakaris, left foot. And it gets a spin off the defender's leg, but again to no avail.
Kenny Athieu comes away now. Chance plays it inboard to Heffernan, but comes in behind him. And away come Werribee now. Colosimo charged down by Kenny Athieu. Batsis.
They've certainly gained in confidence, haven't they, Werribee City? As we speak on the live ladder, as Kanakaris runs down the ball, tries to go outside the big defender. I'm pretty sure that was Kudrich. And now Kanakaris has hit the deck and not looking particularly well.
There's been a lackluster second half. Low shot played in and off the feet of Surridge.
That was a really intelligent free kick from Ruben Wade, letting the skidding surface do some work for him and put the fear of whomever you worship into the goalkeeper. It'll be Kanakaris again, still looking a little bit ginger after that challenge that put him on the deck. He'll take the throw-in for Heidelberg United on that far side, VIP at the VIP end of the ground. And to safety by Werribee, only as far as Lukey Biles. Biles trundles his way, thunders his way, barrages his way down the line, looking for Kenny Athiu. Just too long for him. Scooped up off the deck by Frano Saric. Saric with a booming left footer high into those thunderous rain clouds. Free kick called
And
by...
it's called time.
He's called time after...
48 minutes.
That's
As we just about to sign off here at the Olympic Village this afternoon. In fact, leading into the early evening here with the final score here, Heidelberg United 1, defeating Werribee City 0, and you've been watching HUFC TV. Post-match after a hard-fought win against Werribee City 1-0, I've got Heidelberg defender Jamie Cumming. Jamie, a very tough day at the office today.
Yeah, it was a tough day at the office. Last 2 weeks have been, but we've really defended well and ground out another good result.
Yeah, we seemed to get on top halfway through the first half, but found it hard to break them down in the end.
Yeah, I think a couple of times in the first half we had a few good passing combinations and we broke them down a bit, but then following that really, and including the second half, we couldn't really break them down. Hef had a couple of chances at the end, but they were more from long balls. But in the end, they were quite difficult, yeah.
And of course next week we've got the FFA Cup match, a chance to get through to the final 8, and then of course with a big chance to make it through to the final 4 against Caulfield Cobras. So are you looking to make any changes? Do you think there'll be any changes in the side this week?
I'm not sure. It'll be dependent on obviously suspensions as well. I think Costa's got 5 yellows now and how people pull up from today. But we're going to have to put out a strong side. They'll be very tough. They'll be very physical, and it's a fantastic opportunity to go forward in a great competition.
Well, Jamie, well played again, and also well done on a great season so far. You've been very solid at the back with the other boys. Keep up the great work, champ.
Thank you.
I have a very laryngitis-struck George Katsakis after the game. George, no doubt, probably caused by some anxious moments there during the game.
Yeah, look, it was probably wasn't our best game for the year, but sometimes you've just got to grind the results out, as we did again today. The credit's got to go to the boys in defence because they held off through numerous set pieces. And, they did get quite intense in the second half. However, we never looked in real danger, to be honest, so credit goes to the back three, as well as the goalkeeper.
George, we won't keep you too long. I don't want to ruin your voice anymore, but any changes will happen for next week? We've got the big cup match, of course, and then again in a fortnight against Port Melbourne. So any changes looking forward to next week?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make some changes on Friday night, give an opportunity to some of the boys that have been missing out. It is a cup game that we're going to take very serious, however. So we don't want to unsettle the momentum at the moment. But yeah, there will be a couple of changes.